Time to coffee up, right?
Coffee up.
Coffee up. Coffee up. All right, coffee up. Cheers.
Up, cheers.
We heard that Carmanah Provincial Park was home to some of the world's largest spruce trees, reaching heights in excess of 95 meters and living for 800 years or more. In addition, the park is home to ancient gnarled cedars estimated to be well over 1,000 years old. But what we did not expect is that we'd be traveling down an active, narrow logging road to get to Carmanah.
No, you gotta back up, honey. No. Okay.
Oh dear.
We're going. And there's somebody coming from behind too.
Oh my God.
I think we should try another choice.
Truthfully, we had not really planned well enough and realized to get there, it was a job for the truck and not the sedan. We didn't make it to Carmanah that day, but we were still determined to find these ancient trees that hold generations of wisdom. Come along on this episode as we dive deep and take you on a journey to learn about these ancient trees in two areas, Cathedral Grove and Provincial Park. What website are you looking at?
Friends of Carmanah Wildlife.
Okay.
Natural events can result in the road becoming impassable. Proceed with caution at all times. Two-wheel drive vehicles with high ground clearance may be able to travel the road on the road system, but four-wheel drive is recommended.
Hence the truck.
Drinking water is currently unavailable. The 7 Steps to Heaven waterfall. Interesting rock formations and is home to a various species of birds and wildlife. It's also home to the grandest growth of ancient cedars anywhere, including the legendary Castle Giant, measuring 5 meters at the base and is estimated 1,200 years old.
Welcome to Cathedral Grove, one of the most ancient forests in Canada, and also known as a rainforest. It's found on Vancouver Island. Let's go discover some trees.
You gotta look up. Look at that. Oh my gosh.
From the mighty cedar of the rainforest came a wealth of raw materials vital to the early Northwest Coast Indian way of life, art, and culture. The rot-resistant wood was used for canoes, massive post and beam houses, monumental poles, and dramatic masks. Every part of the cedar had a use. For all these gifts, the Northwest Coast peoples held the cedar and its spirit in high regard, the tree of life.
Largest tree in the park, right there.
It has its own circle. falls to the ground, we may only see death. But this tree is the beginning of new life and the natural cycle of the forest. These fallen giants decay and are spongy and absorb rainwater, and they provide nutrients to new trees that will grow from them.
The outer bark protects the tree from fire and insects. The inner bark carries food made by the leaves to the rest of the tree. The cambium layer is where new cells are produced and the trunk increases in girth. The sapwood carries water and nutrients from the roots to the leaves, and the heartwood is the eldest wood and gives the tree its strength.
Look at how black it is at the bottom.
Yeah?
So this would be, I guess, the scarring that they were talking about in that description.
Yeah, fire
We were
scar.
talking the fire scar, so this would have been from 300 years ago.
Oh, wow.
Could have been from 300 years ago.
Yeah, this would have been, that looks like a
Because
fire
that's
scar.
a really old tree. That's a really old tree. Like, how little am I?
Yeah, you're
Am
really
I super little?
You're a twig.
So today we're hiking through some of the old growth forests near Port Alberni, and I just wanted to give you an idea of the height of these trees because the video doesn't show it. So this is a fallen tree. In 1997 there was a big wind that went through here and it just took down a whole pile of trees. And so here is the root system that was pulled up when it blew over. And I'm just going to walk along the tree laying on the ground to give you an idea of the height of these trees.
This tiny stick here.
Yeah, okay.
Down because this tree is still going. We haven't even got to the end yet. And then it hit this tree and it looks like it broke and bounced this way.
So, welcome to a bit of Cathedral Grove.
Wow.
Relating to town.
It's over 800 years old, 76 meters tall, and 9 meters around.
Behind us we have one of the oldest trees, and was here already when Columbus came to North America. Which is crazy to think about the fact that how many generations of people have lived, and this tree is just one and has witnessed so much.
Douglas fir is one of Canada's oldest living tree species and can live to be over 1,000 years old.
This amazing place, it protects an endangered forest, and you could see hair-like lichens dangling from the branches, giving the forest an almost mystical quantity.
Yeah.
Over there. Old growth forests can be found everywhere around this island. Some have been discovered and have been not yet discovered. Unfortunately, the logging industry has really taken to these big trees. And a lot of them need conservation in order to survive.
That's 2 trees that we found on this route. That's holy smokes.
Yeah.
This is a provincial park, so it's gorgeous and beautiful, but we have lost a lot of our old growth forests. Like the BC old growth tree hunters of Vancouver Island, we headed out to Port Alberni after Cathedral Grove in search of other big ones in Stamp Provincial Park. In this area, there's a high concentration of old growth trees. BC old growth forests are the biggest and oldest that have existed on Earth's history, their ecosystems having evolved over thousands of years, with the redwoods in the USA being second in their grandeur. These trees hold ancient wisdom. They quietly hold the stories of human civilization, and their purpose is to make life livable on Earth for us. But while we may think they are in abundance on Vancouver Island, the truth is, large-scale industrial logging is happening right now, and these ancient old growth trees are not protected, and even in 2020 are being logged. In a matter of weeks or days, 1,000 years of growth can be cut down for short-term gain. When these old growth forests are logged, the second growth is profoundly different, and the forest is never the same. As we experienced while driving down the road to Carmanah, logging and clear-cutting is still a huge economic industry and employer on the island. And while it's easy to point the finger at loggers, this is a two-way street, and it's also a lack of public interest and confused government vision that allows logging of old-growth forests to continue. A tree is not as sexy as a whale.
This is definitely an old growth forest that we are fortunate enough to take part in.
People will fly from all parts of the world in search of the biggest tree species, such as the western red cedar and Douglas fir. Time to start thinking long-term and seeing these big trees as an economic driver with ecotourism. These trees are endangered, and we are lucky that we got to see them. Wouldn't you want to have the opportunity to stand in front of these giants as well?
That's Marchins.
Yummy.
God is great, God is good. Let's thank these wonderful people for our meal.
Amen.
Bless it to our body's use. Amen.
Amen.